Do you have the capacity to turn this around at later? If I tape it like this?
It's good.
Yeah? Okay. Alright, so like something stopped there.
Yeah, your battery's gonna die.
Well, let's plug this in then. Yep.
Okay,
Here?
so here's the first question.
Here.
So you were one of the first to see the fire and escape the building, right? What was that like?
I gave you the one here. Just do this. Okay, there's that.
What's your pin?
Well, where do we start, really? I guess I would start with the fact that I had not been staying at that hotel for quite a while. I felt very uncomfortable there. I didn't feel safe. And so I had a friend of mine come and stay in my room that night. At about 5 or 6 in the morning, we fell asleep. And I woke up not to an alarm, but to my friend's voice down the hallway. Um, in fact, I had been having a dream because I was so dead tired, having just come back from the Dominion that night. I usually stayed at friends' places over there. You knew that, Nicholas, at the building that you live at. I usually stay over there, and as it turned out, I couldn't stay there that night, so I ended up at home at the Winters, and I had my friend Erin stay in my room with me. So I don't think we fell asleep till about 5 in the morning or something like that. And when I awoke, it was not to a like I sort of half awoke, I guess, because I was incorporating this into my dream. I guess Nicole was screaming down the hall that there was a fire, but in my dream, I was dreaming that I had gotten fired from another job. So it was sort of a strange dream, and I still remember it quite vividly. And I'm sitting at a desk, and someone's saying, "You're fired," and she's screaming at me, and I'm saying, "You can't fire me. I just started working here." And in my dream, I got up from my desk, and at that point, that was when I was sitting up because Aaron was sitting up beside me at the same time, and he said, "I heard someone yell fire," and I said, "So did I." And so it all reality came flooding back at that moment, and I realized it was Nicole. It sure sounded like her voice, but it did not sound like the normal voice of Nicole, my friend Nicole. I knew there was something serious. So I said, "Aaron, go look out the door and see, or like figure it out. Is there really a fire?" And he opened the door and smoke came in, and he shut the door really quickly. He said, "It's a real fire, Wendy. Let's get the hell out of here." And so I jumped out of bed. I was looking for my shoes under the bed, and he said, "There's no time for your shoes." And I realized it was serious at that point. And I said, I was stubborn, and I was grabbed my shoes, put one on, and the other one was half on. And I didn't even grab my purse, but thank God my guitar was right by the doorway. So I put my guitar on my back. My long leather jacket was on top of my guitar case right by the door, so I stuck that over my head. So now Aaron was already halfway down the hallway at this point. I could barely see him. The smoke was rising so quickly and gathering so quickly. It was very dark, dark, dark black smoke, like grayish black, like the kind of smoke you cannot see through. But so I thought about stopping at my friend's door who lived to the left of me, and that was Ghost. And then the next door down the hallway was like only 10 feet from where my door was, and that was Mary, the one that passed away in the fire, and Johnny, her son. So I did think about my friends, but I was already halfway down the hallway, meaning about another 10 feet past those doors. And I turned around thinking, my God, this is a serious thing. I should turn around and go bang on their doors and make sure they get out. But at that point, I looked back, and the smoke was gathering so quickly that my friend Ghost's door literally disappeared right in front of me. I mean, I should say literally. I mean, there was no fire on the door. It was the smoke was so thick that the smoke covered in a ball. It was just unworldly almost, how fast that smoke was gathering. It just, I looked back, I couldn't see my door, I couldn't see Ghost door, I couldn't see Johnny and Mary's door, I couldn't, and it almost seemed like that big ball of smoke was following me. I know that's a really weird, I know that's not true. Smoke is not going to be following me, but it really felt like that. So I started to run, and I had my long black leather coat sort of covering my face a little bit, like holding it over my nose and mouth. I dropped that in a short while because I was tripping me down the stairs, and my shoe that was half on